get into your bed, Squeaky," said Mrs. Squirrel. "But I am not sleepy yet," said Squeaky. "Get into bed and soon you will be fast asleep." "Can I go out and play, please?" "For a little while only. Then I will come back in and sleep." "Stop being silly. Winter's here and we need to go to sleep. No squirrel goes out in winter." "But I want to know what winter's like." Squeaky was getting very stubborn. Mama just picked him up by his neck, put him into his bed and sat there watching him. When she felt sure that he had gone to sleep, she scampered quickly into her own bed beside Mr. Squirrel, and soon both of them were snoring loudly. Squeaky was restless. When he heard his parents snoring, he quietly left his warm bed of leaves and twigs and quickly left their burrow to experience winter. As he came out into the open, he shivered a little. A cold wind was blowing and there was snow on the ground. He decided to skate on the snow. "Oh, what fun!" he squealed in delight. Polly the parrot saw him. "Squeaky, what are you doing in the snow? You should be in your burrow." "No, I came out to see what winter is like. Even you are out." "See, Squeaky, I can fly off to my home if I feel very cold and reach my nest quickly. Can you fly?" "No," said Squeaky arrogantly and moved ahead. Then he met Whiskers the tabby cat. "Meow, Squeaky, meow. What are you doing out in the cold? Go back to your burrow, quick." "No, I want to live out in the cold." "Don't be silly, Squeaky. Squirrels don't live out in the snow. You will not be able to live even for 2 days. Please go home." "No," Squeaky was adamant. Whiskers ran away from Squeaky, then ran back to him and said, "What if it starts to snow? Can you run to your burrow like I can run?" "No," thought Squeaky to himself, but went ahead. Then he met Buster the dog. He was running round and round in circles to keep himself warm. "Hello, who's that? Squeaky, is that you?" "Yes," Squeaky answered, not so boldly now. "Go home to your burrow, baby. You will freeze in this cold. Squirrels are meant to sleep through winter." "Yes, Buster sir. I just wanted to see what winter was like," he stammered. "I will go home later." "But how will you keep yourself warm? Can you run around in circles like I'm doing?" "No," said Squeaky as he thought of returning home, but not the way he'd come. He had started feeling hungry. He decided to go home after visiting the pond. He used to get a lot of berries and nuts there throughout the summer. But to his surprise, the pond had almost frozen. There was snow on the ground. He was disappointed. Then Mrs. Lucky the duck spotted him. She came to him and said gently, "Squeaky, what's wrong with you? Why are you alone? Where are your parents?" Squeaky thought of his warm burrow and his parents snoring happily, and he began to cry. Mrs. Lucky scolded him and told him to rush home. "But I'm hungry." "There's so much snow on the ground. You don't have a beak like me to break the ice, do you? Where will you find food now? Go back to your burrow. Quick, scamper as fast as you can." Squeaky came home, but the hole to his burrow had got covered with snow. He used his tiny claws to make a hole just big enough to slide in. Mrs. and Mr. Squirrel had woken up by the noise Squeaky, is that you? Where were you? Did you go out? But before they could come out of their warm beds to check, Squeaky had snuggled into his warm cozy bed of leaves and twigs and was soon fast asleep.